That was a cock one. But a massive congratulations goes to the All Blacks. They were deserved winners and the better team on the day. The boks looked good though. They were up for it. But they just looked well undercooked in my opinion. And for being the standard bearers for 8 years, it's quite refreshing to get a slice of good old humble pie. But this is what we want though. This is the greatest rivalry. And being under the pump is where the Springboks come alive. We all know this. I don't think it's panic stations just yet. But the Boks are going to have to take a long, hard look in themselves and get their act together quickly. Because there's much room for improvement for the All Blacks. And the Springboks have to get to that level and quick. Before I go through a couple of highlights and situations of the game, I'd love if you leave this video a like, give me a subscribe. I am looking to get to 500 subscribers before the end of this greatest rivalry. Let me know down in the comments where you think it went wrong and how you think we're going to be able to pull this one back. I'm still backing the boys. I'm no fair weather supporter. Boks all the way, and I'm calling it now 3-1 in the series. But let's start from the beginning. So this is a bit of a controversial take, but the Haka. I am the biggest fan of the Haka. The Kappa Upanga, I believe, is what they did on Saturday, is my favorite thing in the world. It is such a cool part of this game and this rivalry, and I am so grateful that I was able to see it for the first time live, played against the Stormers. But I think the talk in the build-up to this game with Rassi and the media and people carrying on about, please, let's stay silent, let's be respectful, let's be this and that, has taken away from this spectacle, this rivalry. In my opinion, I think singing ole, 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 cheering, making noise is part of this fixture. It brings just that edge to this game. I've heard Justin Marshall complain about it, and I'm sure he understands it as well, but I believe that them coming to our house, they need to know who that crowd is backing. And if we can get loud, we can cheer, we can sing in support of the Boks. The All Blacks must know this is where they're at. I'm all for being respectful. I love the Haka, but it just adds so much to the occasion if we've got that tension in the stadium. So let me know if I'm wrong in this. I believe it adds to the whole occasion. I believe it makes it that much more edgy. And I cannot wait to see what happens on Saturday. I'm fortunate enough to be going to that game in Cape Town. And I cannot wait to watch the Haka, scream my lungs out as it's going on, still enjoy it, still be respectful, because I truly believe it just adds, like I said, a bit of edge to the whole spectacle. But let's get into the game. Look, I've said it in the beginning, credit has to go to the All Blacks. They came with a hunger that we haven't faced in a very long time. I believe Adi Savia said in his press conference before this game, the wolf climbing the mountain is always hungrier than the wolf on the top of the mountain. And now that they've taken that first scalp, I believe the Springboks have tasted that first taste of defeat and they are not liking it. In the words of the Globo Gym owner, Peter LaFleur, nobody makes me bleed my own blood. But again, well done to the All Blacks. They came with fire. They came with a solid game plan. They came with identity, and it was so good to have them back. The first big disruption that happened for the Springboks was Kurtley Arendse's HIA. That completely disrupted the back line. We had players playing out of position. Jesse Creel moving from outside center to the wing. Andre Esterhuizen moving to inside center. Damian Dailindi moving to outside center. Now, this is no excuse or not an excuse by any means, but that definitely had an effect on defensive structure, who took over the defensive line, and the All Blacks just capitalized. Another big moment in the game is Pieter Steff getting absolutely shut down. Fabian Holland smashed him. Asafa Mua had his way with him at some points, and having a guy like Pieter Steff not winning those collisions, not getting the upper hand when it comes to physicality, that takes a big blow. Now, credit to Pieter Steff. That man just kept on getting back up, going at the All Blacks, giving it his all, and just leading from the front. But I definitely feel that he got the short end of the stick in this game. And there's no denying it. Sasha had a stinker. Man, I don't know if it is him coming back from injury, being undercooked, not playing this level of intensity games for about 2 months, or if the All Blacks just really analyzed him well and figured out how to shut him down. Because if that man does get going, he is world class. He's got a massive future in front of him, but Saturday was not it. 4 handling errors, 4 unforced errors, missing that tackle on Fabian Holland after the charge down. If this was a World Cup final, I'm sure he would have made that tackle, but that was shocking. Very disappointed in the way he played. By no means no longer a fan of him, but this was not his best. Let's chat about the All Blacks. They were brilliant. They had parity at scrum time. Yes, they got annihilated in a few scrums, but in that second half, the replacements of George Power, Asafa Amua, Fletcher Newell, they came on and they steadied the ship. Got a massive scrum penalty late in the second half and just really picked up the intensity for the All Blacks. Fabian Holland. Oh, I hate that I love this guy so much. Jeepers, what a player. I mean, that guy just came alive. 2 games this year, coming back from injury, playing an absolute cracker on Saturday. His lineouts was incredible. His defense was so solid. That tackle on Peter Steff was massive. Charge down, scores a try, which I believe was the biggest momentum shift for the All Blacks. He was just unbelievable. Credit to you, Fabian. What a game. Jordie Barrett, unbelievable player. His little dinks, he found grass with his kicks. He read the defense so well. Massive, massive defensive effort. I mean, Malcolm Marx's knock-on in the first half was all Jordie Barrett. He somehow got his hands on the ball there, knocked it loose, and prevented a score. Will Jordan, like I said in my previous video, if there's a rugby game, Will Jordan scores a try. So, credit to Will Jordan. 2 more tries to his resume. This guy is a literal try-scoring machine. I think Cam Roygard definitely got the upper hand in the Battle of the Nines. He was brilliant. His decision-making, his kicking, his distribution, top tier. So, well done. I don't think it's all doom and gloom after the first game. I definitely think there was a lack of game time for the Springbok team. I'm by no means jumping ship and hitting the panic button. Like I said, this is exactly what we want in this tour. We want edge, we want drama, we want spice. And we got that in bucket loads. All Blacks going up 1-0 in the series is exactly where we want to be. Did I think we were going to be here? No, I didn't. I had the Boks going 4-0 in this series, but 3-1 is what I'm calling it. The work-ons for the Springboks is pretty simple. I think they need to go back and just have a look at those basics. We cannot have 24 unforced errors in those parts of the field. That was unacceptable. I think the game plan that we have works. We've proved it. We know it works well. We know we had the upper hand in the aerial game. Our set piece and physicality looked so good. Our lineouts were a bit disruptive in the first half, but that's an easy fix. And I definitely think our discipline in crucial moments needs to be looked at. Kobus Reinach's deliberate knock-on was, I understand why he went for it, why he went for that interception. There was a 3-1 or at least a 3-2 overlap, so a try definitely incoming. Marco van Staden's playing the 9. It's just a timing issue. But in those moments, we need to hou kop, we need to stay cool and stick within the rules. All I can say is game on. We have got an epic series still to come. Cape Town's game on Saturday is going to be electric. I cannot wait to be there. It'll be the first time I'm going to a Springbok game. First time watching the Springboks stare down the Haka. I am so excited. I definitely think Rassie is going to come with some proper heat this week. I believe he also now understands the whole occasion better, and he must just be true to who he is. That maverick genius, calling the shots, making the big calls, taking the risks, and inspiring the nation. Let's go, Rassie. Kom aan die bokke. and we'll see you on Saturday. If you like this video, give me a like, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos to come in this week. Fingers crossed, Rassi announces the team on Tuesday so that we can get the excitement building up early in the week. And again, well done to the All Blacks. Thanks so much for watching along. I'll see you on the next one.